You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. While I appreciate the mental excellence, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up, and before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and it's no use arguing semantics over a unless, of course... Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller? Oh, if only that were the case. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, like I said, Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? I mean, maybe some people... Make your way up the short path. A warning. Before you, she will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's... The interior blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you.
Oh? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my...
She's right about one thing. Her...
Like I said, it's all about... So do you trust me? The prisoner, the victim, the Princess Cleo...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. Oh, have you decided?
You know. That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier, and if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that.
You have to make a choice. Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad.
You're making a... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even...
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere up Stoutful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost We were stuck down here for long enough. I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door... Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut...
You won't like... Against your better judgment, you place the blade against... You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No. We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too...
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
and then she slits your throat. Her face remains unchanged as she watches. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you're on a path. You're here to slay. My tricks. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust him. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, you know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind... Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment that this you died last time, which probably only happened. The absolute irony. You really don't remember what happened last? That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honest. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Sure you... Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing any... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think the people there lived happy? What a conveniently ambiguous... Oh, you're talking... No, I'm... Just be quick. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but... Oh, of course. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I've told you everything you need to know. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things... She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us what proof? Literally... You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. That doesn't prove... I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules... You mean... Exactly. I think we've got everything out. Great. Now... A warning, before you go any further. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Did you just say... No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown and focus. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. Furniture of note is an iron table. Bolt. The blade is your implement. He definitely did not. Does a mirror not? There isn't a mirror. There's a table. There's death. There isn't. I think you know. You walk up to the wall next to the bait. It's really... You reach forward and rub your hand against it. It was there a second, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous city. Are you sure? She killed us with it last... Yes, I'm sure. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon. Peachy, okay? Normally, yeah, but not about this. Wonderful. You do exact... Don't worry about it. We haven't. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering. Her voice. Heart.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come down.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now, cutting her? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve at a... That was there last time too. It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance.
That's reasonable.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess...
Drop the knife, or you...
What is she doing? We weren't... I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency. I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relations? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But as your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess, your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses.
That wasn't so hard.
She pulls up her hair, smiling.
You can stay right where you are for this next...
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own... No. You close your eyes. That doesn't stop me, damned. Actually doing your job for her. So that's killing us? We don't know that she's dead. And then, there is a slow and... This is worse than yet. Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized. I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we... The princess's eyes. So I hate this. Of course, the princess is slain and the world is... Now hold on, I don't have an angle. Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread. You're just wasting your energy. The danger has... Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing body. Did you see that? She didn't. But were you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? You open the cabin door, ready to... Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the...
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but...
She's gone. And there's that mirror. I'm begging you. It's different now. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift
of a fragile vessel. How can the world have ended? I am solitary lights, thoughts without connections. I think that you are like we are ocean. Yes, this one is cold and cynical. She has protected not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer. You are the only thing. The space we're in is vacant. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I know only that she is part of me. You speak in circles. You are familiar, but you are... I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There's, I promise, nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a bring me more perspectives. I have not lived everything. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished. You ask of things that cannot be done. How can I know? If you need time, you are as I am now. I am not you, but I know that I would... What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? And you'll always come back to the box. You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side. She asks that I tell you to remember. You won't.
You're on a path. You're here. Somehow I doubt that, but I suppose you could ignore that, and that's strange. It looks like this... You're really... said everyone, and last I checked, you're part of everyone too. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you... Oh, would you... There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, and here we go. At first, it's little flickers, but as you focus on your surroundings, in every direction, there is... Wait, but you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins... You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course, you lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. You're on a path. You're here. Oh, that's... Can we read? No, you can't. Alright, so it's just... Congratulations, you continue to waste... What is that? Well, it's not... Nothing. You're on a path. You're here. That's the spirit. You may warn she will ignore him. The interior of the door to the pub. Don't let. Good. You walk down. I am.
Hi. Okay.
Oh, thank you. No, they're last.
I'm guessing.
Made down.
Okay.
You make your way easier for every.
I heard.
There's a
If I...
she rips her flesh. You won't like. Had you cut the blade is sharp. Her lip. No. She smiled. How is?
Thank you. Now let's...
No. Wait. Watch me. Okay. But she's.
We could have gotten... I don't know.
She pounces on you with the. But you have a weapon. You raid, it's not enough to stop her. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be... It can't just... As much as I'd prefer for... Everything goes dark. You're on a... You're hit. I can't... If he doesn't remember what happened, you did... Oh, she will... Don't worry. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The blade. You walk up to the... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. No, but it'll always be here. The door to the weak, her voice.
Something nasty finds its... But you are... I recognize that voice as easily as I recognize...
She must have you confused. She seems... Look, do you... You need... Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled...
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping...
You made a comment back in the woods about having been... Oh, no, that's pretty sharp. Call it... Well, you... So, no, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality. I'm just glad we... Is it? Or just focus on the task at hand? Let's... Don't talk to her.
Well... Why would I do such a thing? But I wouldn't.
Oh, that nag she needs. You won't be. Even if that's true. I think that... See? He gets... Ooh, smart. Let's...
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that... If you're sorry, then let me... Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the change. She could have gotten out of those. A woman after my own heart, really. This is why she can't just be abandoned here.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please. But it insists if I'm to leave, I'm to leave. Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see.
After you, darling. You're the one.
Oh no, we can't have that. It shouldn't matter who. Well, if it doesn't, somebody has to go first. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool?
Just go first. The princess leans close. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first.
Eyes on the back of her head. No, princess. You follow.
We're almost there. You.
Us? No, I don't. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses, but something catches her. Oh no, it's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an bye-bye, you look.
She slams the door on you. It's locked in the basement. I thought the princess cackled.
How does it feel to be locked away?
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, why is everything going away? I feel.
She's gone. And there's that. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right. If he thinks it's bad. Okay. Fine.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified, but your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish flickering lights and empty whenever you are ready. Is a child the same as an infant? I'm sorry. Words are. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more. Eyes closed, perspectives meld together. It feels correct. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I. I cannot tell you what desires, but in this moment, why wouldn't I be kind to you? Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already. Gifts aren't what someone tells. Do not worry. This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side. The vessels are a weave of the wounds they've suffered. I would be alone, and with if I am to be the task of I await your. We will meet again.
You're here. Yes, while I have never caused it, and you see, of course I mean, a warn. She will not. The I don't. Great. You walk down. I am.
Okay. Thank you.
No, they're laughing.
I'm guessing.
Made down.
Okay.
With some. You tried. You're easier.
I heard the.
There's a
If I could.
cheaper she for you. Fine. You cut the blade is her lip. No. How?
Thank you.
No. Wait. What? Stop. The blade. She plunged. For her sake. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. It can't just end like. Oh, that's rich coming. Everything goes dark. You're on a. You're. Oh, she will lie. If only. Forget, but I sure don't pay their. The interior of the blade. What do you? You reach forward, but there. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of it. Hopefully, there's no. The door, but it's a soft.
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her. We don't even know the. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her. My love, we're here to rescue you from your. You know she can't. She may not be able to hear my word. Oh, your spirit's plenty.
It's you. My dad.
Do you hear that? And she called us at flattery, really waiting for you to come. That's right, villain. Well, only because he made us try. And nothing resets. You're just. Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our. She made the best decision. If another version of me was pushed to such.
That's okay. You were just.
She took that in stride. That's because. Do you think she has. She died. I think he's. Risky. Don't you see? No, she's. If her hand. I'm not sure. Would you rather believe me? I think I'd rather believe. So one of us has. Then let me show you a brand new truth. No, I can't. You're what? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. You. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And thus. You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand. I can't believe I told you. There's.
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time.
The princess, are you sure you want to do this? Is that a threat? You know what you're going to regret.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. Spoken with the ranks.
I don't actually know.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You're so gullible. He's the only.
I think I want to.
The princess closes her eye and then she shrugs.
I don't know. I just want to make you happy.
She can't. It makes.
Okay.
Is she? What's going on? Is she's lying?
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what. I fail to see the problem here. She's.
Okay, if that's what makes you.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? No. She's gone. And is that a... This... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
All of me is and yet my waters flow. It changes me, but it as if we will know. This one is a reflecting pool of desire. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. I will be here.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here. You're watching. Don't let. Good. She focused.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step.
Oh, I'm so.
She's. You feel flesh.
Oh, this is it. Do you act?
It's like she's. Yes, but it's over. Is it over? It's. We should make sure. I really. And why should. I've told. You lean down and wrap your hand. But what was.
I guess I.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that. And that. As you fall, she falls with you.
An eye for an eye. See you around.
You would. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark. Your honor. Your. She could with. The blade is your implement. Okay, I'm not. You read it was there. Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. The door to the basement creaks open. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear. That's her great.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
There is something so. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. As you descend the.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me.
Come on now, we're not falling for that. If she sounds threatened.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? What? No, I wouldn't. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to.
I have absolutely She's just because she's acting like she's going to stab you, but you know who is. But I'm all the more.
Last, but I don't remember.
No, I'm terrible at spotting lies. Yes, some.
A knife? What are you talking? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you.
The princess smiles as she pulls.
But look at this! Hands!
Her smile stretches into an E.
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get.
Her smile drops for a moment.
I assure you, there's no.
I'm inclined to believe. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she.
Would I just lie? I mean.
Ha! Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? That's silly. I bet you didn't like that, did you?
How many more times does she have to vaguely... We're clearly still figuring out... Oh, I'm sorry, do you think you're acting? Then maybe you should behave with a little more... Fine, then we'll...
But we don't have anything to talk...
I think I've said... I think we all...
Oh, I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know. Okay, I'm bored now.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist. How conciliatory of you. At least we're safe here. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least she looks down at them with something between annoyed and then okay, maybe we aren't safe. She doesn't even hesitate before shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you and all of you keep pace. She's much better. Yeah, it's unreal.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, everything goes dark. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over... What? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal push our field. Oh ho ho ho! I guess the circle's getting smaller and smaller. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win? Great, so obviously you've all... This is our... No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail... That can't be right, I couldn't agree more. The only furniture of note... We take it. Okay, this feels right. That's right, we've got to be able to win it. And what if... So? You just... I'd love to get started. You walk through the door. There isn't a door. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping. Let's just move it out. Let's just fumble for the handle. Oh. You reach forward and the mirror's gone. It was never there. Yes, it's time for us to just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out. But don't worry about how bad you did last time.
Fun for her, maybe. Thinking about actually, does survival matter? We've died twice. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least the past isn't right. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glisten. She's loose.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. Yeah, that's right, we just have to think.
Just standing there, huh?
You don't have time to finish your She's... Ow, what a surprise. Yeah, we don't even... Oh, a new one. I thought that only happens... We're on it. No, you're... I think we're dead. Stop saying dead all of this is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to...
I wonder what you're going to do next.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about this. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how... As long as we keep moving. Oh, great. So it's good.
Come on.
Okay. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that
Huh. That didn't do much of it. Well, there's more of us. She skewers you.
You'll have to
Compliment her on those gleams. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Do you see that? That was... We only have to get lucky. Just panic. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape.
It doesn't matter how... Okay. She's going to kill this body. She skewers you.
Ooh.
See? Okay, yeah. Let's appeal to her better nature. She skewers. We're getting close. You're right. One last time, and then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll... Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here. Oh! Over my... That won't be very hard. Besides, what better way to die so very... Sure, I can think of it. How about we stop thinking about horror? The only thing we're gonna... There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you... How about you stick to this... Yeah. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door. Fine by me. It's more of a... Fine. I'll just... Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces, but I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. I got something ready for you while you... I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you.
Are you going to say what she... well, yeah, she said... Yeah, I think I speak for all of us. Really?
Here we go. Yeah.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center.
Are you ready for what...
Holy shit! She's... Yes! Do you think... That looked... How is hearts still... This is fake. This is... She doesn't even have a back anymore. This is all... We're screwed. Narrator! What just happened?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for... You're incredible.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. It doesn't matter if there are. This one is a single-minded edge. She is. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. If I did, no, their minds are empty. We are real. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough. These gifts are a conversation. I will be here.
You're here to watch the blade. You take.
Who's
She sounds good. You walk down. She's so focus on the task.
and there you are. Are you here to kill me?
That she don't. It's,
Thank you.
I don't know.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relation. Oh, have you just...
Leaving her alive is
One way, and if I can promise
you. I need to try.
you're making... It won't be...
Slip you. You'll be the. You close the basement. Okay. You set. It isn't.
I know you're still there. It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long.
She sounds terrifying as she violently rattles the.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you. No, that...
It doesn't sound. No.
I could be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful...
You try and stumble to your feet, but as it isn't all at once. The paralysis comes. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But
So helpless.
she steps closer, one silent footfall at a time.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. What a shame.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
I'd say better luck next time.
It can't be. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark. You're here. He does. The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost feel. The blade is your implement. Hold on. It's just an. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The prince. So deep breath. You reach. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there. We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. You cross over the threshold, and on more eyes, too. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static. Her cruel and...
I didn't think you'd come back.
Come back? You really don't remember, do you? You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch-black surround. Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, you make your way to the bottom. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. She could be any... Are you really not going to comment on how weird... No, I'm not. Somebody... Excuse me. We're going to die. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
You turn to the faintly out
There you are.
as the princess approaches. Your arms. This is it.
No little knife this time.
There has to be. What did you do?
I wonder how many times I'll get to.
As your blood begins to coagulate. Heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want? And then experience stops. Okay, whatever you were doing. You sure about that? You have second. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again, your eyes.
Can't decide what you want to do. Oh well. Standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already. How are we supposed to do that? That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Then you should get looking. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. What?
I knew you'd come around.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's. Lungs, liver. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs.
Come along now.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. But we don't. We can still grab. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me. Heart. Lungs. You step. Is this? At least that doesn't justify anything.
Make sure you keep up. We want.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and the princess reaches the top of the. Her head twists back in your direction. Don't forget that you're pristine. There's no harm in us having a weapon. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic? Your body seizes violently. No. I guess I have to. Heart.
There we go. Now we can get back to business. For starters.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor. Guess we're not stabbing her. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the.
And now.
There's nothing else for us to. The doorknob twists in your hand. Reveal.
But it's so cold too.
Liver. Nerves.
Why is it so cold?
She's gone. And there's that. But it feels it's calling. What is that? Can't even. I think you know what I am. The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. I haven't. And that this construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you fail, but you'll be awake soon. Oh, I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can. I'm aware, and if I were you. Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are when the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the ball. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. By slaying the princess, once she's gone, everyone will get to exist. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, so I tucked a part of myself. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job. It wouldn't work. Her nature is an. Yes, you will. I've said my piece. It's like I said, I'm just an...
I can finally see you. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. Ever the passive player, when the echoes spun us from one into two. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of me? My very nature is paradox, as is you. But violence and passion are dances that
To protect us from loss. To fear death, but losing a body is contained within heaven. It is in the nature of all things to transform. But when the ceaseless impermanence, we took fear by the hand and walked. Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. This torrent of blades catch you for boundless endings. You are a body. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. You learn to put yourself away, and you died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives. And even that. Never heard has a stake into your body. Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back what you saw. You need more time to look now. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. But forever, to change is to hold the potential. And everything is to deny the truth in front of you. But you found me, and we chose to trust shared skepticism. Would you? And that is... Nothing is immutable. There is no constant. Open your eyes. Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear that. I love you.
I kind of there. My roots spur.